Welcome to my live. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy New Week to everyone. I'm excited. Oh, wow. Can you guys believe it? It's officially the last Sunday of the year. That's right. 2024 is coming to a close just in another, what is it, 2 days? 2 more days to go. And then we will be celebrating the new year. It's, what do I say? A little bit surreal, unbelievable. A little bit unbelievable, even. But welcome to my live. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, LinkedIn. And of course, welcome, TikTok. So I'm broadcasting on all of these channels right now. And if you've been following me, you know I'm doing a 30-day Go Live challenge for the month of December. And, I started out on just two platforms and I recently added in LinkedIn and YouTube. So sorry to my LinkedIn viewers, you missed quite a bit of it, but don't worry. I plan to do this more in the new year as well. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. As usual, let me know in the comments where you're watching me from. I'm in Toronto, Canada. If you're there, shout out to you. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Are you in Canada as well? Are you in Toronto? And if you're a Caribbean girl like myself, of course, drop that in the chat too. Thank you guys for tuning in on TikTok. Double tap the screen as you enter. Remember to share the live. If you can think of a mom or anyone who could benefit from this information, go ahead and share the live so that they too can hear all of this wonderful information I'm about to share. All right, so I think my go live today is probably going to be pretty short, maybe 8 minutes, and I'll probably extend it a bit longer just for the TikTok platform, because I know you guys on TikTok like it to be a little bit longer. But yeah, so today is really about how my business fits around my life, my family, and I also want to touch a bit on you know, this 90-day journey that I've been on. So if this is your first time tuning in, of course, my name is Suzette. I'm the owner of the page that you're looking at me on. I'm an online digital business owner. I'm a digital mentor, coach, business consultant. I specialize in helping moms like myself get started in the online space with a proven system that provides time freedom, flexibility, the ability to earn online while still having that time with your kids and being there for each and every milestone. All right, so hopping right in. It's Sunday, guys. Oh my God, last Sunday of the year. So, welcome to the live. Um, I don't even want to say it's the home stretch. We're like right at the end. Like today is day 29 of 30. So that means there's just one more day, right? So I don't even want to call it the home stretch, but for want of a better term, we are in the home stretch of our challenge. And and so today it's all about how my business fits around my life, fits around my family. And as a parent, as a business owner, one of the biggest things I've learned is how important it is to have flexibility and how building this business has allowed me to create a life that works for me and my family. And so let me share a little bit about what that looks like. So as you come in on TikTok, double tap the screen, please. And remember to follow me. Where is that thing? Follow me up here. And if you're interested, comment interested. All right. All right. What do I want to say? Facebook. Yes, Facebook, as usual. If you catch me on the replay, drop the word replay and leave your comments below as well. All right. So, the beauty of flexibility. Let's talk about that for a bit. So, when I started my business, my biggest goal was to find a way to provide for my family without sacrificing time with them. So, single mom, single immigrant mom, working in the city of Toronto, long hours already, just with one full time job, but the income from that job was just not enough to cover all of my expenses. So I knew I needed a second form of income. It's literally like it's almost impossible to live in this city on a single income. All right, let me say that. So I was searching for something that I could do, but in the back of my mind, I was aware as well that being an immigrant, it means that I didn't have like that large support system I would have had if I was back home, like the cousins, the uncles, the aunties, you know what I mean? You don't have that. So the question becomes, okay, as a mom, if I take a second or third job, what happens with my kids? Like, where do they go? You know, one of the first things I realized when I moved here was how expensive the daycare was. It was super expensive, literally unaffordable. So even then, when I just migrated, I was working part time casually, and being very flexible because I just had to be there for my kids. So at this point where I'm thinking now, I really do need to supplement my income. I'm thinking, but I need it to be something that I can do and be there for my kids, be at home with my kids, be there for them, helping them with their homework and, whenever they need me, just being there. And so that is what really drew me to this business because it is designed to fit around my life and not the other way around. A lot of times, the other activities in your life are secondary to like your job, right? Um, I actually just saw this last night. Who was it? It was an ad, guys. Whose ad is? I think it's an Uber Eats ad, and I think not Uber Eats. It's an Uber Teen Uber Teen account ad to be specific. But there's two different ones. But there's one I saw last night where the mom is busy at work, and she's like in a setting where she can't be too loud because she's in the office. She's expected to be all professional, but then she gets a notification, and it's from her daughter who just completed a competition and she won like the cup or whatever. But the mom is stuck at the office having to like even minimize her celebration, like yeah, because she can't even show the excitement. She's stuck in the workplace. And when I saw that ad, I was like, this is precisely why I do this business. And this is precisely why I encourage moms, parents as a whole to do this business. Because you shouldn't have to miss out on those things. You shouldn't have to miss those milestones. You shouldn't have to hear about how your kid performed. You should be there. You should witness it, right? It's so awesome for me every year when my son competes in athletics to actually be there on the ground, watching him run the races and watching him go through the stages and knowing that when he looks off of the track, he can just see me on the side and go like, yeah, you want to be there. And so that is why finding something flexible and finding something that I could have done and not miss out on those things was like so important to me, especially being a single mom, because like I'm what they have. I'm all that they have 100% of the time. Right. So yeah. So I basically can work at any time from anywhere. Like there's so much. I'm so excited about this topic. Actually, there's so much inside of me that I want to say that I'm actually struggling to bring it out. So I'm gonna try to calm myself down just a bit. I'm too excited, but like literally, like it doesn't matter what's happening. I can do this business, right? I remember when I just started doing it, for instance. It's something that I would do in the evenings after dinner time. It was something that I would do, like, wake up an extra hour, like at 5 a.m. instead of waking up at 6 a.m., wake up at 5 a.m., go through my morning routine, give thanks, praise, gratitude, and those type of things. And then, take a half an hour, 45 minutes and take care of business before I even get out of bed to start my day with getting the kids off to school and all that. It's something that I did, in the evenings after dinner, or if they had like some swimming practice, soccer practice, basketball practice, something I do. There were many times when I was on the road with my son when he had these basketball tournaments, and while I'm sitting in the stand, I had my laptop with me so that I can do my business while there, like literally, because all you really need is your device and internet, right? Data, Wi-Fi, and you can run your business from literally anywhere. So whether it's soccer practice, basketball practice, karate, whatever activity they have, dancing, ballet, you can do it. It's really just about like finding little pockets of time and using them intentionally. I think that's the best way to describe it when you're doing this business. So that flexibility has really been a game changer for me. All right. Even when I worked full time, I had my 15-minute break, I had my half an hour lunch. And just in those times, it was enough time for me to pull out my phone, check my email. Do I have any direct messages I needed to respond to? Is there someone who's interested who wanted to get on a call with me? I could get on a call with them for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And we have actually packaged the program in such a way. There's a lot of automation. We've created all of this video training. So once someone is interested, they can look at these videos in their own time. And I don't have to use my time like on the phone explaining it to them. I can literally say, hey, if you're interested, look at this. Whenever you have some time, look at this and write down your questions. And then when we do have that little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes in our busy schedule, we can go over all of your questions, right? And so that's one of the things I really love about this business model. It's a digital business franchise model that we use because everything is just packaged. There's a lot of automation, and it really helps and contributes to that flexibility that it allows, right? So one thing that I really love as well is being able to prioritize what matters most, which is my family. And if my kids need me, I'm there. Most recently, before school closed, for instance, my son went off to school. It was like by mid-morning, I got a call. Hey, mom, I'm not feeling well. I want to come home. And I was able to say, yeah, right away, right? There were times when I was at work before that, and that wasn't possible. I would have to first maybe finish up some appointments, see if anyone else can take my appointments, and then the commute and all of that. And a lot of times I know my son had to like sit at school and wait for hours before I can actually get there to pick him up to bring him home when he wasn't feeling well. So little things like that, you know. If there's a school event, right? You can be there. A lot of times, it's just like I described this mom. She's stuck at work, but her kid is competing and performing so well that she actually won the prize, but she's not there. So being able to attend these events, and of course, not having to ask anyone for that time off, like that is like so key. So this business really allows me to be present for the moments that matter while I'm still growing something that is so meaningful for future. The balance that it has made, it's just made such a positive impact on my life and on my relationship with my kids, with my family. All right. The closeness that I have with my kids, we would not have had that if I had to be, at work all the time, if I was working 3 jobs, if I was working 4 jobs. So I'm saying, especially to the professionals on LinkedIn, for instance, rather than trying to find another part-time something or something that you do on weekends, start a digital franchise business. Take advantage of that flexibility. Do something that, you can do at home or while you're on vacation. Anywhere, as long as you have your cell phone and an internet connection, right? Be there, be present, right? Do something that has so much automation that you can actually go to bed and sleep, and while you're sleeping, your business is working for you. That's the amazing thing, right? So putting your family first is what I'm saying. Running a business like I do allows you to put your family first. You have that flexibility. Let's talk about setting boundaries, and prioritizing, right? Boundaries and priorities. Let's touch on that a bit. Of course, flexibility doesn't mean chaos, right? It means creating structure, but something that works for me. So I have, if I could find it really quick, it's right here. I did go over this in one of my previous lives as well, where I spoke about, being organized and stuff. So yeah. So this is an example, right? So just because there's a lot of flexibility, it doesn't mean that there has to be chaos. It doesn't mean that you operate in a way where there's no order. You need some sort of structure as well. You need to set boundaries. So um, let's see. So this, as you see here, it says daily schedule. So this is something that I've created to really structure out my day, right? So you do need, some guidelines and stuff along the way as well in order to have that. So being flexible, like I said, it doesn't mean being chaotic. You can be organized, right? You create some sort of structure, but something that works for you, right? So in my case, I have something that works for me. I set clear boundaries for my work time and my family time. If I have a webinar that's coming up, like sometimes I host a webinar, I give my family advance notice. I say, hey guys, next Tuesday, I'm hosting the webinar. I'm gonna be doing that from 7:30 to 9:30, 10 p.m. Right? So between that time, mommy is working, right? Between that time, mommy needs the internet, right? so so you set your boundaries, right? And your family and your friends and even your mentees, like I have, are clear about what these boundaries are. So I've learned to prioritize my task and really just focus on what is important, right? And something I even say to my son a lot, letting go of perfection. Sometimes it's so hard to do that, but it's important. Don't let perfection hold you back from actually putting things out there and from producing, right? So, like my hair doesn't have to be perfect. I think I mentioned that yesterday. And, I should have taken a bit more of my advice this year. Like I said, guys, 2024 was a year where I planned to go live every day. And that didn't happen. And it was because I wanted things to be perfect, right? Not just even about the topics, having this stuff scheduled properly, making sure that I was dressed a certain way, trying to maintain that sort of professional image. With this 30 days go live that I've been doing, sometimes I schedule ahead of time, sometimes I just go live at random. Sometimes, like today was hair day, I washed my hair. I haven't really done much with it. I just sort of, it's even damp right now. I just sort of threw it to the side right now, so it's not perfect. And in the past, this is something that would have kept me away from doing my life today. I would have said, oh my God, Suzette, you can't go up here on LinkedIn with your hair looking like that. You can't go on LinkedIn wearing your hoodie, just looking for that perfection. And then in doing that, I would have missed out and you guys would have missed out, right? So focus on what's important, getting your message out there, and let go of perfection, right? So this kind of balance, it means, I can stay productive and without feeling overwhelmed. Because who likes that? No one likes to feel overwhelmed, right? My family knows that they come first. If I have an emergency, I'm not going to sit here and do a go live, right? But you do have to set boundaries, of course. And they do have to know that, even though I'm running a business from home, there is still going to be some time where I have to work. If I have a coaching call, I have to be on that call with that person. I have to strategize with that person. It means that for the half an hour that I would be doing that, you know, I wouldn't be able to look at your artwork, for instance, right? I wouldn't be able to come and look at what's on the TV screen or who won the race, whatever it is that they call you for random things all the time. You know, kids. So yeah. Building a business really it doesn't have to mean like choosing between your goals or your loved ones. A lot of time your careers and your job puts you in that position, and that's totally unfair. um, Imagine me at work choosing whether I should get my boss angry because I have to leave or going to be with my sick child. Like, that's insane. So with the right mindset, guys, and the right systems in place, you can have both. You can have a thriving business and quality time with your family. And that is what this business model offers when you have this online business, doing digital marketing, having this digital business franchise. This is really what it offers. You can build something solid, build a legacy that you can leave for your kids. And let's not forget, you can't leave your job for your kids, eh? Let's remember that. But you're building something that you can actually leave and pass on from generation to generation, um, and still having that quality time to really bond with your family. So if you are someone who's considering starting a business, but you're worried about how it would fit into your life, just let me tell you, it's possible. It is possible. I am proof. It's not always easy, but it's totally worth it. Like, nothing compares. So, guys, let me see if I have any comments. Hey, TikTok, who's watching me on TikTok? I think I invited somebody by accident. I did not mean to do that. Me balancing 4 platforms is really something else. All right. So on Facebook, we have Juliana. Hey, Juliana. Thanks for tuning in. And Vicky in the UK. Hey, Vicky. And I know Juliana is down there in the BVI, the British Virgin Islands, right? Yeah. So they're saying good evening. And this person just said that they're watching me. Vicky Kelman is watching me from London, UK. Thank you guys for joining. So if you have any questions for me, please drop them in the comments. I'm glad you guys could join me today. Like I said, it was gonna be short, but it's been longer than I expected. But but it's supposed to be a short one. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the support throughout this 30-day period. Well, today is day 29. I'm definitely going to be back tomorrow for day number 30. It's going to be the final day for the go live, but it's definitely not going to be the final day that I come live to you guys, okay? 2025, we're going to do it for 2025. That's for sure. But just let me know in the comments, how do you balance your work and your family? All right. Or if you have that flexibility, what would having the type of flexibility that this digital business offers, what would having that kind of flexibility really mean for you? Let me know in the comments. So as usual, guys, on Facebook, if you catch the replay, drop it in the comments. Let me know that you caught the replay. TikTok, I'm going to give you guys another maybe 10 minutes or so to drop it in the comments for me. Hi, cuz. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Sending love your way. Yeah, so let me know, please, guys, in the comments. What did I want you to let me know? I want to know how you balance your work and family. See, I almost forgot. This excitement is too much today. Okay, let me know how you balance your work and your family, and also what flexibility, like if you had the sort of flexibility that this digital business offers, like what would that mean to you? And yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna go back and check before I sign off of Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and check to see if I have any additional comments. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky Kelman says, I am lucky to work from home. Yes, it's amazing to be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah. I guess for us, right, Vicky, for people like us, we work from home. That last comment that I said about setting those boundaries is like so important because like I've heard the stories, especially sometimes with spouses where the husband is like or the wife is like, but you're working from home, so you're here, like why couldn't you have made lunch or something, so the boundary setting and actually getting your family to understand, yes, I might be at home, I might be present, but I still need to dedicate some of that time to work. Sometimes that can be challenging for us. And I have had a first hand, especially, well, my sons are pretty understanding now, but before, it's like, okay, so mom is here, but she might be doing a coaching call or something, and they couldn't really understand, okay, but she's here, so I could ask her, I could come and interrupt her at any time. So it does take some working with, but eventually they do understand, and we appreciate that. All right. So on TikTok, we have Christian saying hi. Hi, Christian. Thanks for watching. Where you watching from? And I have Cooking with Mama. Cooking with Mama. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, cuz. Thank you for liking the live, Christian. You guys remember to follow me if you haven't followed me yet. I'm going to be back live tomorrow for day 30 of the 30 Day Go Live Challenge. It's the final day of the challenge. And then, of course, like I said, I'm definitely going to be live in 2025 as well. So don't worry. It's not going to be the last day that you see me tomorrow. Oh, my God. Okay, so thank you guys for all the comments. And remember, Facebook, if you catch the replay, you can still leave your comments on the replay. You can still leave your comments. I'll come back and check it and definitely respond to you as well. I appreciate each and every one of you for all of your support. Love you guys. Happy New Year in advance in case you don't catch my live tomorrow. Happy New Year. We've made it to the end of the year, guys. So a lot to be grateful for. Bye-bye.